Alrighty. Any unread messages for me? Nothing. Let's keep moving. Before we head back, we'll take care of just sort of ticking off these planets. This is a gas giant with a black market economy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Shepard is such a charmer that he was able to pull it off anyway. It just speaks to his abilities as a public orator. I don't think I need these, but whatever.
Probe away.
Ooh, there's a double there. Somewhere. Where was it? Whatever, I'm just gonna grab that.
Launching probe.
Yeah, Snaky, that's what I was saying about Zaid's mission. I mean, you can win it with a speech check, where the writing on the speech check is, I mean, it's okay, but it's not the level of speech that would convince me that Shepard could talk Zaid out of a 20-year grudge. 20 years of burning rage. It's hard to see that. While we're here, can we reach this place? Probably, I think. I think we'll be alright. We'll come over here and kick off the Firewalker DLC. What is this? A Volus prospector found the mangled wreck of a Prothean starship trapped within the trailing Lagrange point. Oh, wow. Interesting. It's hard to know, like, what was Prothean and what was a species that was a predecessor to the Protheans. It looks like this place might have some platinum. Just based on the description. There we go.
Launching probe.
Yeah, like I said before, I would really have liked to have a timed component to that mission where the only way is to have, you know, to be able to actually catch up to Vito by finishing the mission extremely quickly. That would have been cool. Having maybe more elaborate speech checks, maybe, yeah. And if you're gonna have speech checks, then the speech that comes out of them has got to be pretty convincing, you know? It's got to be
Launching probe.
some really convincing points. I mean, sometimes, you know, if you're a writer on a game like this, and you need to write some dialogue where your main character is an incredible orator, a really great salesperson, highly persuasive,
Anomaly detected.
but your character is actually better at all those things than you are, it's a bit embarrassing. There we go.
Probe launched. I have found something.
Oh yeah? We've located the Hammerhead exploration vehicle. And we got some data storage sites that may contain information as to the whereabouts of Doctors Case and Aloy. Alright. Let's bring Jack with us. Only because we haven't in a while, or ever. And I'll just take the opportunity to level her up a little bit. And then, I mean, whoever, really. Bring Miranda. Miranda, we're gonna max that out. What are my options here? So squad damage plus 15% or squad health plus 15%. I'm gonna go with more damage, actually. Yep, more damage output. I like that better. Jack, useless skill, useless skill. Mostly useless skills. And then most of the points will dump into this until we can get that. So we'll get a rank of pull, because why not, I guess. But then the majority of the points will dedicate to this. And let's see what we have here. This... The choices between weapon damage and power recharge time. Well, her powers that are on a recharge are terrible. And not really that useful, so I'm not going to be spamming them by any means. Therefore, weapon damage is clearly the better choice for her. Plus 25%, I mean, isn't that impressive either, but whatever, it's something. There you go. Get the plasma shotgun, phalanx, heavy pistol. Let's have you use the Carnifex, actually. And then that's good. And it looks like a crash site on a volcanic world. Well, at least our camo works here.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the Geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Okay, so one thing that bothers the hell out of me out of Mass Effect 2 compared to Mass Effect 1 is that in Mass Effect 1, our teammates had full, atmospheric suits / armor. And you can see, in my instance, they've given me the other helmet back because this is not a breathable atmosphere. But for my teammates, I mean, forget armor. Let's just put on a rebreather mask, and I guess that's good enough. There's no way that there's anything in the atmosphere that might burn Jack's eyes or Miranda's eyes, is there? It's the dumbest thing that they did for the sake of fashion. They really should not have done that. They should have stuck with the armor. That just annoys the hell out of me that, like, yeah. This hostile sulfuric atmosphere. No problem. Your prisoner outfit with the top stripped down and your strappy boob, I don't know if you want to call that a bra or what. It seems perfectly acceptable. I mean, maybe just like all of there's something in her tattoos that's protecting her. She has so many tattoos that there's actually like a layer that can absorb radiation and stuff there. Like, I have no idea what they were thinking with that change. It's really awkward and dumb. Speaking of awkward and dumb, this is the Hammerhead. It's a hover tank instead of our beloved Mako. And it has tracking missiles instead of the Mako, where you had to actually aim the main gun.
Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
I think I actually switched these controls a while ago.
Missile system active.
Oh yeah? So you have to do this thing where you hover over these points and then you hold right click, and then it tries to push you off the point, and then you just try to adjust until you stay on the point. There you go. I mean, we got a platformer now. A proper platformer. So the default controls say I have to press spacebar to boost, but I've switched it to shift, and I use spacebar to jump. I don't know what made them reverse those in the default settings. That's so dumb. I mean, you would want to have the default settings be more natural. And spacebar is always jump in like every game. Why would shift be jump? Anyway, we fixed it in the settings. Where are we going? There we go. It's a fun mission to get us used to the mechanics of this thing. I mean, it is pretty fun, if I'm honest. The platforming, that is. And the fighting of this thing is really spammy. It's just this. Hold down mouse 1 and strafe. The missiles have some minor tracking, so they'll hit the enemies in the end. I don't know, maybe that was an explosive barrel or something. I mean, these missions in the Firewalker DLC are mainly intended...
Mission objectives completed.
What? What? Well, I guess I can just press and hold F. There you go. Not the most elegant of departures, but there you have it. Oh, that's a pretty clean pickup. I mean, that jump capability that got it to get all the way up there where nobody could pick it up. I would like to have that on a regular basis. Prototype recovered. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead. The data recovered is also useful. Intel on some planets that Dr. Case and Aloy were investigating. ED has added those locations to the galaxy map. That's good. And apparently Dr. Case and Aloy were chasing down a Prothean site, which could be valuable to us. And based on some of the messages we heard, they were encountering Geth, who may have also been interested in those Prothean sites. Dr. Case is apparently unstable. Like, I didn't notice it, but I don't even know who was talking on those logs. Okay. There you go.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, I read it. Thank you. Let me just check one thing about the research. Do I need to actually go and buy some research? I don't remember if I checked in a while. No, nothing I can do here. Nothing there. I'm not going to do that. Oh, here we go. And now I have access to the avalanche, which I don't want, but whatever. We'll upgrade it. And then with one more level, we can get the cane, which is basically a nuke gun. But that's for later. Do I want to spend this or save it? I think I want to save it for this right now. I don't want to spend it on either. I mean, these are useful and I intend to invest in them, but I think this is going to be my priority, so I'm going to save up those 2 points for now. We'll see. Let's create a save. We're 100% here, so let's get out of here. And return to the mass relay system.
One-half capacity.
You know, I've developed this thing where I try to coast into the star system. I have no idea if it saves fuel or not, but... How many credits I have? I have 120,000 credits. Let me check out all the planets in this system here. Apparently I didn't do it. Nothing special or interesting there. Got another gas giant here. There was a scam about element 0 mining here. Okay. Discovered some humanoid remains, but don't know much else. Okay. Gas giant. Volturno, a so-called super-Earth. Home to organic life, but uninhabitable. Currently in an ice age. Oh, wow. Strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet. Well, give it to the Elcor. Oh, but they can't breathe the atmosphere. The Vorcha are trying to do it. The Vorcha have this thing where they don't evolve as a species somehow. Or maybe they evolve as a species, but they also evolve as individuals based on the environmental stresses that they encounter. Anything interesting here? Doesn't seem like it.
Away. Probe launched.
Let's... I mean, how many probes do I have now, actually? I may as well, like, use... I may as well use, like, 3 more. Because you can only buy them in units of 5.
Probe launched.
And the station to rebuy them is right there.
Probe launched.
There we go. We're good. Alright. Pick up 5 more probes. And I think we've 100%ed this cluster. Yeah, that cluster's 100%. We're gonna drop by Omega. You can see, by the way, that we've opened up more star clusters, or yeah, star clusters, because of that first mission in the Firewalker DLC, the tank DLC. We're gonna go to Omega. There's probably 1 or 2 upgrades that I might like to get from here. Let's dock. I think there was an upgrade with Ken's salvage store for like extra health or something like that. And I mean, I might as well pick it up. Solarian scientist. You know what? Let's just finish that. I want incineration blast. I'd rather have it affect an area. I think that's better. For use against armored but light enemies. Mainly husks. Let's see. I think his store was right down here. Yep. Heavy skin weave. That's what I wanted.
This is valuable.
And while I'm here, I might as well buy this too and get it out of the way. There we go. Thanks, Ken. And that should unlock a couple of extra upgrades on the Normandy. And that's useful. Now the only way to progress the mission is to progress the main game at this stage, I believe, is to go and get the Krogan. So that might be what we do next. And then that'll trigger the next main story mission, which, if I remember correctly, should be Horizon. Let's go check.
Messages for you, Commander.
All right, thank you. Let's go check in on that research. Armor upgrade. Really? Nothing? Damn it. Nothing. Well, I guess we can buy the cane. What is this? Heavy bone weave? Okay. A cane. It's a nuke gun. It's useful in some very specific circumstances to bring a quick end to certain fights. So, this is what we need to do to keep the game going, and that is what we will do. Isn't that weird? Why is there a beep here? Why am I pinging this here? See, I would normally be excited about the fact that maybe there's something here to discover, but I think it's just a bug.